This is Sony Picture Sports Network, and you are watching Sony 6 HD, the home of cricket.
Hello and welcome to the highlights of the fourth one-day international of the Micromax Cup between Sri Lanka and India in Colombo. It is a different strip from the one used in the third one-day international. It is expected to aid the slower bowlers as the day progresses, but remains a good batting wicket. Sri Lanka captain Mahela Jayawardene won the toss for the second straight game and yet again chose to bat first. Sri Lanka have made a couple of changes to their lineup from the last game. Lahira Thirumanni replaces an injured Kumar Sangakkara, while pace bowler Nuwan Pradeep makes his debut, coming in for Suru Udana. India have left out Rahul Sharma and brought in Manoj Tiwari in his place. Rohit Sharma retains his place despite struggling throughout this series. Let's now join the action with Arun Lal and Russell Arnold.
This is a wicket full of runs, and whatever happens up front. Sri Lanka lost 3 wickets the other day and yet went on to get 286. That's Dilshan. Didn't have too much of an outing the other day. Peculiar way of getting on, being bowled. Upul Tharanga is with him. They want a good beginning. 2 slips. The other day we saw a little bit of movement off the deck as well. There was a little more moisture in the wicket the other day, but otherwise conditions generally the same.
The Sri Lanka do need a good start, Arun. We've said there is no Sangakkara, and the fact that India did chase down 286 the other day will put them under a little bit more pressure. So even though we keep saying this wicket looks good, it's going to be good bounce and it's a batting track, I think Sri Lankan batsmen will be under pressure because they have to deliver.
Yeah, in conditions like this, whether you bat first or you bowl first, you know that even if you're not chasing, you still need about 280 to 300 to give your bowlers that much of a cushion to be able to defend. Otherwise, that's what can happen. He'll go for that width, like Russell said. Any width offered outside the off stump, he's going to go hard at it.
Now, because he goes strong, square of the wicket, the fielder is much squarer. The ball was hit in the air, and there you see Raina just having a look at it. It could have easily gone to him if it was a regulation extra cover.
That should be 4. This time just drifting onto the pads and Dilshan making full use of it.
That was good from Dilshan. We're so used to seeing him go hard at the ball. That time, just using the pace. As if he'd gone hard, he'd have found the fielder in the deep. And when he bats with control like this,
that's in the air, but it's in the gap. He wasn't in control, but he's got 4. Oh, that's been pummeled through the infield for 4. Just the width he needed. Oh, that was lucky. Rather fortuitous, but he'll get 4 inside, edging it down to fine leg.
It's in the air and it's through the gap and it will be 4. Well, that should relieve the pressure for him a bit.
That was a cracking good shot. picked the gap beautifully between mid-off and cover. In the air for quite a bit, but nowhere near anybody.
This is again a bit of an indication that this pitch is a little slower than it looks. That's in the air. It's going to go all the way, I think, for 6. Yes, it just kept going. He got underneath it and timed it well enough to take it way over the bottom, way over the fine leg boundary. That was a good shot.
There it is. Not quite sure it was off the middle or there was a bit of a top edge there, Tony.
Yeah, no doubt about the fact that it wasn't off the middle.
And this could be 4 or... No. Managed to flick it back, Pathan, but then his feet got into play and pushed the ball over. It's gone very fine. It's gone very quickly as well.
Well, he's played this shot particularly well. At the start of the innings, he played it fine as well when he saw the fielders deep. So he's done it again.
Fine touch there from Upul Taranga. Perplexed look on Zahir Khan's face. Twice, batsmen have played fine and got boundaries.
Clever shot. Very deliberate. Played it very late and got 4 for it. The field has been placed very wide, so now I think it's come a lot straighter in the deep.
More runs, turning out to be an expensive over from Zahir Khan. Well, if Mahela wanted these guys to get a move on, he had exactly that effect on these two batsmen.
Exactly what I was going to say, Sanjay. You know, it's really galvanized them into action, so it's a terrific decision to take that power play so far.
It's gone up. Well, Dhoni's going for it. The man with the big hands had to go for it. And Dinda picks up a wicket. The batting power play claimed its first victory.
A big one, that is. Dilshan, just the short delivery, taken by surprise. The bounce is what did him in, getting the top edge. And Dhoni doing the right thing, calling for it. Making sure that Zahir Khan doesn't come into the frame, and Dinda has got the all-important breakthrough. Dilshan has gone for 42 of 48. It's 91 for 1.
Thirimana is back in this Sri Lankan playing 11. Kumar Sangakkara not playing today. Chandimal will keep wickets, and Thirimana has come in at the fall of the first wicket.
Just surprising him. He does this pretty often. In fact, you get the impression that he bowls the shorter delivery faster than his well-pitched up delivery. Dinda.
Get a single there. Because before the batting power play was taken, in fact, Upul Taranga has got to his 50. How could we miss that? 50 of 71 balls, 27th one-day international 50. 5th versus India, 2nd in the series, also brings up the 100. Oh, gone. Well done, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and well done, R. Ashwin. So this is a great break for India. They've got 2 wickets of 2 well-set batsmen in quick succession. Upul Taranga walking back immediately after getting to his 50. It's a deception from R. Ashwin. Saw the batsman charging. Just shortened his leg, ball sneaked through. And easy stumping for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So India right back in here. Upul Taranga walking back on 51. Sri Lanka 102.
Dinesh Chandimal is the new batsman, and very promising he is as well. Plays his shots. You can see from his strike rate there that he's quite an aggressive player. That's well played. He's got that one into the gap, and that's going racing away to the boundary for 4. That's a lovely drive on the up. I've got to say that it's beginning to look more and more to me as if this pitch is a little bit slow. They're really having to struggle a little bit more so for their boundaries here, which is a little bit surprising because when you look at the pitch, it looks as if it's got a bit of a green tinge on it.
It looked very hard too.
It's nicely flicked away. There's no one down there. Yep, well, that was offline. And I think that's what these two are pretty good at, both of them. Get off the line a little bit and give them a little bit to work with, and this is what happens.
This outfield is quick. Value for your shots. All Chandimal needs to do is help it on its way.
Straight to the fielder. And Manoj Tiwari gets a wicket. Irfan Pathan takes the catch at the deep. So often, the leg spinners get wickets. Like this long hop from an off spinner goes into the stands, but when it's a leg spinner, it goes to hand.
Oh, fielding practice there. Poor Chandimal. I was just about to say that we are watching the future of Sri Lankan cricket in this partnership as it reached 50, and we certainly were, because these two boys are going to be there for many years to come. But what an end to what looked like being a promising innings.
Yeah, it's a pass now, isn't it? 28 for Chandimal, 152 for 3. Man with over 10,000 one-day international runs replaces Chandimal. I'm just wondering at this stage how many things has Chandimal broken in the dressing room. It's a terrible feeling getting out in that fashion. Especially gonna get a couple of runs here. Mahela Jayawardene straight away off the mark. He was batting on 28 of 31 balls before this happened. Batting at number 5 today, Mahela Jayawardene, and this could be out, yes! Virender Sehwag gets a wicket. The part-timers are having fun.
Well, this is a dreadful shot so early in the innings. He's just faced 3 balls before this and he's trying to lap sweep. Very wrong selection of shot.
And Mahela's gone very early. It's 155 for 4. A guy known to revive team's fortunes, Angelo Matthews. Been around for a very long time, but in his short career he's played some match-turning innings. Trying the Dil scoop was Mahela Jayawardene. Got more the bottom than the face of the bat. Yeah, this gives you a very good idea. They're more the bottom edge of the bat than the face of the bat where he actually wanted to connect. Well, that's a terrific shot. And just tells you the talent of Angelo Matthews. He's a good hitter of the cricket ball. Just a bit of width. And when you hit a shot like that on a slow pitch, well in front of square on the offside, tells you a bit about the power.
That's in the air. There's a fielder trying to get under it, and I think he's going to take it with ease. So Kohli makes it. Tiwari has another wicket, and Angelo Matthews is walking back 14 off 34.
He had to do something to go after these bowlers. Looked to go inside out, but the pace not there to find his spot. Ended up hitting it way in the air, gave enough time for Kohli to run across. Quite a distance to run. It was a well-judged catch. Matthews just the 14 runs. Sri Lanka 190 for 5.
Jeevan Mendes, he had a wonderful essay the other day. Came in and played a rather belligerent innings, just the kind required. He'll have to do it again here.
That'll be tougher. The pitch is different. It's much slower and there's a little bit of turn. Here Angelo Matthews just getting through it a little too early. Well judged, made it easy.
He's good at his sweeps, and that's an effective shot. I think on a slower track, this is a good option.
Well, he's new at the crease though, but look at the timing, look at the power.
Well, he's used that, just as we were saying, not to provide pace. He's just provided it for the batsman. Clever boundary.
Well, he had to mix it up. And this time went towards the pads. Jeevan Mendes reading it early.
Actually, there's no even reason to mix it up.
Noise bowled him, clean bowled him. Well, I mean, in these circumstances, really, you try and go for nice clean hits down the ground, I would have thought, but not this time.
Well, I tell you what, he's been a good replacement for Rahul Sharma. He's bowled leg spinners, and he's got 3 wickets. And Sri Lanka now in desperate trouble. 213 for 6.
Oh, he's hit that one. That's going way up in the air, and it's going to be caught, I suspect. Yes, nicely taken. Got underneath the ball. And Raina takes a very good catch down there. Boy, it was up there for a long time. It was very well taken. An overspin delivery.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons he couldn't quite time it. It was the top spin, and the first thing that he does, Suresh Raina, very impressively, is takes a solid position under the ball. So the judgment of the catch was made very early, nicely settled under the ball. It was a very, very high catch. 218 for 7. Oh, there we go. There we go. Their batting has been in complete disarray today, the Sri Lankans. Just the way they've got out today.
Yeah, there's no doubt they won't be happy with this batting performance. It looked like an overspin delivery. He does mix them up very well. And back goes the leg stump. Never a good sign in those situations. 219 for 8, Tiramana for 47. Well, he's hit that one pretty hard. It's gone all the way. Yes, a magnificent shot. Well, that was down towards that cow shot corner. Heaved it on its way. Feels good when you get him in the middle of the bat.
I'll tell you what, the last time we saw him bat in the series was at Hambantota, wasn't it? Right at the end when Sri Lanka was losing. And he was hitting sixes in that last over. 2 or 3, I think. 2 sixes. So he's just carried off from Hambantota.
Oh, he's hit that in the air. That's going way up again. Will this be another one for Raina? Will it be Raina's? No, it's not. Couldn't quite get there. Raina went after it in a hurry, but it was right between the two fieldsmen and ended up going for 4.
Yeah, it's the wrong one again, or the top spinner, if you like. And this one's also very high in the air. He actually managed, he could have actually just flicked it back into play. So the score now 237, close to that 240 mark.
That's down towards square leg. This will be out caught. Will it? No! I think he should have attacked that. Being just a little conservative down there. I suppose in this situation in the last over, if you attack it, there's always a chance that you won't quite get there. It'll end up going for 4. Yeah, fair enough.
It would have been 5 wickets. Manoj Tiwari. The noise has increased at the ground. This partnership 19 of 15 balls. It's giving him a very strong leg side field. 3 men in the deep on the leg side. Mid-wicket, a straightish mid-wicket and a long on.
Malinga is going to try and hit this out of the ground. You watch this. Well, he's got hold of it and it's 6. That was a flat 6 as well. He's powerful, isn't he?
It's a good shot because the length was short. The moment he saw Malinga charging him, Manoj Tiwari did the right thing, shortened the length. He hoped the ball would spin. It didn't, and came right from the middle of the bat. There are 3 fielders that area where he's just hit that ball. Fortunately for him, got enough bat.
He'll go again, and he has. And this one he hasn't quite middled. They'll probably have to settle for 1, although Hayrath will want to come back. No, he won't. They decide that 1's enough. So 1 ball to go here for Hayrath now. See if he can get it out of the ground, or certainly get it to the boundary. 245. What do you reckon?
Getting 25-30 runs short. Talked about India being a confident chasing team.
Oh, he's hit that beautifully. That'll go for 6 as well. Well, it just goes to show. You get a bit of a run going and get a few boundaries going, and that's now taken them past 250. So the Sri Lankans finishing with 251 for 8, and that was a lovely way to finish.
18 runs from the over. Now this is a gamble that Dhoni took. He gave the informed bowler Manoj Tiwari the last over to bowl. He had the option of having somebody like Zair Khan come and bowl the last over. That would have been the safer option, but he went with the flow, went with a bowler taking wickets, a pitch that was suited to him, and move that backfired.
A quick look at Sri Lanka's batting card then. The hosts were off to a good start with Upatharanga and Tilakaratne Dilshan putting up 91 runs for their opening partnership. Thirumalai was the other major contributor. Sri Lanka lost their way though in the middle before a late flourish from Rangana Herath and Lasith Malinga took the score to 251 for 8 in their 50 overs. Dhoni decided to use 8 bowlers in the end. He decided to start with 4 frontline bowlers, but use his part-time bowlers as well. Virender Sehwag, Manoj Tiwari and Rohit Sharma all came in to have a few overs. Manoj Tiwari bowled his full 10 and came into the side taking 4 wickets. We'll take a short break here, but when we return, we'll have the Indian run chase.
So here we go, Gautam Gambhir taking strike. He's been in good form. He's been very determined to get those runs in the series. You've seen that determination on his face, the way he's gone about his business. That low-scoring match, he ended up getting 60. Lone man standing he was in that match at Hambantota. Then got 100 in the last match. Virender Sehwag got a 90, was run out. First one there. After that, not got himself going. Looked a little scratchy to start with. Lasith Malinga almost turned the game around in the last match for his team. Got 2 good wickets. And as always, he is there with the new ball. Gautam Gambhir not quite ready.
A ground staff behind Malinga's arm. Rightly so. Gambhir came back, made 100, but Malinga couldn't come back to finish the game.
Swing and speed as well for his ball up, almost 140 kilometers per hour.
That's what happened in the game before, but here Malinga straight away, as he always does, looks for wickets. Makes the mistake of being shorter than fuller. I think he's more effective when he's much fuller.
Gone! Terrific delivery and a great start for Sri Lanka. The crowd is alive.
And why not? The Sri Lankans, they have to believe that they can make this happen. And this goes back to the great bit of fielding from Tirimana the ball before. Kept Gautam Gambhir on strike. Just a little bit of swing late from Lasith Malinga. Just the start Sri Lanka needed. Gambhir couldn't score today. India 1 down for no loss, for no runs.
There's a very determined look on Virat Kohli's face as he walked in. 2 slips, 3 men in the covers. There's a short square leg on the leg side. Great start from Lasith Malinga. This is more a control shot. This was in the air. It wasn't that he got sucked into it. Exactly what he was doing with that one.
It was in the slot. Just went through it. He didn't mind. He knew it hit it where it's really safe. Just over the umpire's head. Not trying to hit too hard. Just making sure he gets enough.
It's gone flying off the edge. That's a typical Sehwag shot. Yes, for a little while it seemed like it was in the air, too much for the liking of Sehwag, but in the end, easy 4 runs here.
It always seems so, but there's no chance for the fielder when Sehwag hits it on that occasion, jumping in the air. But he knows where the gaps are.
That's a terrific shot. Just for a moment I thought he had mistimed it and would just maybe go over the 30-yard circle. It was almost a 6.
He's got it in front of square. Just bounced a little too much on him, but yet it's right behind it. There was a bit of width which allowed him to hit it in front of square as well.
Was a swinging delivery, and that is a beautifully crafted shot from Virender Sehwag. This is excellent cricket.
Class batting. Just good hands as usual, no feet at all, but he maintains a great position from where he can use his hands any way he wishes. There's not much of a gap there.
He enjoyed it. Virender Sehwag liked it. You can't see his face here. Virat Kohli was terribly impressed.
It's over the top, and that'll be 4. Well, there we go. That's the sort of shot he's become famous for over the years. Loves peppering the area down at third man. That was short and outside off stump. And, well, if you bowl it there, Sehwag's going to punish you.
No chance at all for anybody well over the cover field.
In the air, and that's out. Well, they got him out. And they're very happy about it as well. This is a really big wicket for the Sri Lankans. Once again, the ball looked as if it was just a little slower than Sehwag expected. That's the end of him.
Brilliant catch, actually, because going high to the left. Brilliant catch. The substitute fielder, Sachin Senanaga, got a vital catch in the previous game. 52 for 2. 34 to Sehwag.
Rohit Sharma striding out to the centre. 79 innings, an average of 31. Strike rate of 78. Oh, what a catch that is, and fantastic camera work, capturing fully stretched. And there's the celebration. Oh, that's close. That's very close. Yes, up goes the finger. And there's no point in standing around there, son. On your way. The umpire's finger's up. It looked pretty straight to me. I suppose it's disappointment more than anything else. Well, they're checking the no ball, so he'll be hoping and really hoping. No, that's fine. That's fine. So the no ball is fine. So unfortunately for Rohit Sharma, he's going to have to go. He stood at the crease. Yes, he's on his way. It's been confirmed that there was some portion of the foot behind the line. That's all you need. And so Sharma, who was just beginning to relax. Yeah, I think that would have gone flying into leg stump. Would have clipped it, so even if the DRS was in use here, it would have stayed with the umpire's decision. So it's 60 for 3.
So Sri Lanka very much in it. 60 for 3 now. Manoj Tiwari, also another young man who's coming back or trying to find a space in this crowded Indian batting lineup. Got 4 wickets. Oh, didn't carry, and so much happened there. A big mix-up there. Kohli not willing to go for it. Eventually had to go, pushed by Tiwari. To be fair to Tiwari, it was his call. And then, if that had hit, I think Kohli was gone. His flick, that is, whipped it over mid-wicket for 4. That's a good shot. He saw the in-swing. He knew he had the length. He was in position, and he just whipped that.
And it's Manoj Tiwari. He's new at the crease. Played for quite a while, but look at the confidence.
Well, it's gone right up. It didn't matter whether they took it or not. Kohli had the right idea. He wanted to go in the straight field. Pereira is relieved that it was a no ball, in fact. Got the bottom of the plate, but he's gotten away with it again. That's a good shot. That is comprehensive. Width, length, easy pickings.
Well, you have to put that away. Virat Kohli just does that. He needed that too. He's been holding back for a while. The loose balls haven't been coming. Doesn't he oblige? And that's his strength.
That's got to be close. Yes, he's given him. He's given him out. It was always going to be close. This is the difference. The leggy makes a bit of a difference because he gets the ball to straighten down the line. Now, I suppose the only question is, did it spin too much?
Well, it's a match for leg spinners, Tony. We've seen the Indian leg spinner get 4 wickets. So now in the match, got 5 wickets from the leg spinners. And a few years back, the umpires would have said no to something like this. But because they keep seeing these kind of moments on television, they aren't that much in doubt where the ball is heading. So your front foot could be way down the pitch. The umpires tend to give you out. I had that feeling the moment the ball hit the pads that he's going to be in trouble. It's gone for 21, Manoj Tiwari. It's 109 for 4.
Suresh Raina, 25-year-old, and playing in his 150th one-day international. That's a lot of experience. Pretty ordinary delivery, that first one.
He's just, what, 25, 26 years old. Already 150 one-day internationals. Yeah, went straight, and the umpire had no doubt in his mind where that was heading. It was a straight delivery.
Gets his 50. 7th 50-plus score in the last 10 innings. That's how prolific he's been. He's really piling on the runs. 12th 50-plus score in 28 innings versus Sri Lanka. Oh, lovely. Great use of the feet. Marvelous boundary. As good as any we've seen today. That's Suresh Raina.
And Raina beginning to break the shackles now. Straight down the ground. No chance for any fielder.
Wonderful use of the feet. Reached the pitch of it. Surprised the leg spinner. He's just fetched himself to a wonderful cover-driven boundary. That's Virat Kohli.
Given a bit of width there and really whacked it through the offside.
One more. Yes. One more boundary. This time off the back foot through the covers. Brings up the 150 for India. Suddenly, you're right, Michael, they really need to do something different now, Mahela, because things have changed rather rapidly.
That's not what he wants.
Well, that was easy. He is so good in that area. In fact, it was a little too straight. It may have been off stumpish, but take a look at this for a shot. How easily he's put that away from the off and middle. Knew exactly where the gap was. Didn't try and overhit it. He's really getting into his own again. Kohli, 71 of 79 now. Boundaries are coming thick and fast for him. They've got him. No, they haven't. It was almost as though Raina had forgotten that there's a fielder there. That was a regulation take. It was in his lap. He'd be the most disappointed.
How on earth did Myler miss this one? Oh, we don't get an easier slip catch than that. And Myler normally the safest of slip catches.
In the air and into the gap down there, but backward a point for 4. I don't know why they waste their time bowling to Raina outside off stump. He's very strong in that area. Showed them that in the last match.
That was a slower ball. So he's done really well to generate that pace. It just flew off the bat of Raina. Now the exhibition of strong wrists.
Straight down the ground. He hits it beautifully. Straight out of the middle of the bat and all the way for 6. Well, we saw him hit one in that direction in the last match here. Got underneath one and smashed it down the ground. Again, it doesn't have to be a half volley. Lovely shot. Outside the off stump again, and Kohli flays it away. Correction, Raina flays it away over the top of the infield. No trouble at all. He just loves it out there. He's just not scared to hit in the air either. Look at this, easy.
Intentional. And again, the use of the wrists to pick his spot. Wonderful to watch, Suresh Raina.
That one smashed away to mid-wicket, and it bounces away towards the boundary for 4. Yeah, no soft landing for that particular delivery. It was just smashed away. One gets the feeling now that they really are going to try and finish this off nice and quickly. No sympathy here for the Sri Lankans at all.
Not the best of shots from Virat Kohli. That's because he's played some wonderful shots. But here, doing enough. Didn't get the middle of the bat, but just enough to get it over the fielder's head.
Down the wicket. Oh, what a shot. Beautifully played. Way down the ground over mid-on for 6. That is outstanding batting. 211 for 4. There is that placement again by Raina. He really is milking them. One just dragged back short and get 3. Raina has raced to his half century. So he's 24th one-day international, 50, 8th versus Sri Lanka, and 2nd in successive matches. Very well played.
Well, these two are loving the Sri Lankan bowlers. That was just helped into the gap. Able to pick up 3 runs. Great control, Suresh Raina. One of the better timers of the ball too.
Right, now it's Kohli's turn. He's got 96. And he's hit that for 4. Well, that'll be his 100. That's a superb 100. His 5th 100 in his last 8 innings, and really superb cricket. 13th one-day international 100, 5th against Sri Lanka, and his 5th this year. No wonder he's celebrating.
It's been wonderful to watch. India really needed that innings. Virat Kohli leading the averages for batsmen in chases. Again, he's been good off that short ball, knows the fielders in the circle, and easy pickings once again.
Oh, he's getting those Yorkers away beautifully, and that'll go for 4. I mean, that's really quite incredible. That was right up on the leg stump, and he managed to get his foot out of the way and get the bat through that ball and get the ball off the middle of the bat. Kohli's playing beautifully.
It's not the first time I've seen him do that. He's been doing that regularly. Now Malinga, his record against India is poor of late. And the reason, because this man is getting lots of runs, and he's doing this very often.
Oh, his blistering drive through the offside. Wonderful use of the feet as well. Well, I think he's ready for a bit of dinner, isn't he?
Well, he's seeing it like a football, and he was spot on with those feet. This time, down the pitch, getting inside out so he can pick his spot.
Straight down the ground for 4. He's going to do this in quick time. He's going for the gaps, and he's hitting it in the middle of the bat. And the ball is racing away to the boundary. So that takes it down to 11 to win now. And Kohli moves on to 118.
Again, down the pitch he goes.
That's it in the air. Will it go for 6? No, it won't. It goes for 4. So that's 1,000 runs for Kohli in 2012. So that one's over the infield and down to the boundary for 4. And that brings an end to a comprehensive victory by the Indians. They restricted the Sri Lankans in terms of their batting to a score which was never going to be competitive enough. And then they came out here with a bat and they showed how it should be done.
So this is what happened in the second innings. Gambhir failing to register a score, but Sehwag scored a quick fire at 34 at the top of the innings, followed by another match-winning knock from Virat Kohli. He scored 128 not out, along with Suresh Raina at the end, finishing the game for his team. He was on 58 when India won the match. Lasith Malinga, Angelo Matthews, Nuwan Pradeep and Jivan Mendis all picked up a wicket, but it was all in vain as India secured the runs in 42.2 overs. So this is the match summary then. Sri Lanka scoring 251 in the first innings. Contributions from everyone, but no one going on to a big score. Manoj Tiwari picked up 4 wickets in his return to the Indian side. India in return 255 scored in 42.2 overs, and they won by 6 wickets to win the series. Unsurprisingly, Virat Kohli was the man of the match in the game. He won the accolade for the 5th time this year. That's all we have time for. Hope you enjoyed the highlights of the game. Till next time, goodbye.